환영합니다. Welcome to K-Culture Dive, where we dive deeper into the heart of Korean culture with K-entertainment issues, AI culture news, K-culture in photos, and for today's Hallyu People, we meet a Taekwondo grandmaster. And I'm your host, Kwon So-wha. Let's dive in. Joining us this Wednesday is my co-host Walter Lee in the studio. Hello, Walter.
Hello, Soa, and hello to the viewers watching at home. I'm Walter Lee, of course, here to co-host next to Soa and give you the latest in Korean entertainment.
All right, let's get started with K-Enter News, Walter.
Yes.
BTS are very busy promoting for their newest album, Arirang. And I heard right after the Gwanghwamun concert, they were already on their way to the other side of the world for a special event in New York.
Yes, I was actually shocked how quick they got over there. But yes, all 7 members of BTS actually shot over to New York on the evening of March 23rd local time, and marking their first full group appearance in the US in roughly 4 years. So you can imagine how excited everyone was. They took part in a special event called Spotify X BTS Swim Side. So obviously, like the album or the song, held on the rooftop Pier 17 in Lower Manhattan now, which was actually organized by Spotify for ARMY. So yeah, great.
I see. And I think the last time that they performed in the States as a full group was in Las Vegas.
That's correct. If I'm right, it was around April 2022. That was the permission to dance on stage. Now, the concert had a crowd of 40,000 people, permission on stage. But this Spotify X Swim Side, BTS Swim Side event, it was a little bit more intimate. It actually only had 1,000 attendees. Now, that gave the boys some more time to talk about pre-submitted fan questions, and it made it more of an up-close and personal concert.
Wow, that must have been such a treat for those fans who got that spot at that special event. And staying with Spotify, though, I heard that their title track, which is Swim, and also the other song called Body to Body, I guess that's the first track on the album. Both are killing it on the charts.
They are indeed, specifically Spotify, like you said. So according to Spotify, on Monday, the local time, the main track, Swim, from Arirang held the #1 spot on the daily top songs global chart. Now, they charted for 3 consecutive days, specifically from March 20th to March 22nd. Now, the B-side track, as you mentioned, Body to Body, also stayed at #2 for 3 days in a row. And actually, all the songs on the record are in the top 22 of the daily global songs global chart.
That is impressive, very impressive. And I mean, Body to Body, that's the song that actually has part of the folk song Arirang in it. So that's one of my favorite songs. And Walter, let's hear some girl power news, and this time in the shape of hearts.
Exactly. So SM Entertainment's Hearts to Hearts just wrapped up their first North American tour. Now, the group staged their 2026 Hearts to Hearts premiere showcase called Hearts to House. Now, that was in North America, as I said, last Thursday in New York, and then just as recently as Sunday in Los Angeles. Now, both performances were completely sold out, underscoring their actual rising global status at this time. So apart from showing off their banging songs that they're known for, they also paid homage to some of the old SM entertainment groups as well, such as Girls' Generation with the songs G and Genie, as well as FX and Electric Shock, I believe, and also Red Velvet's Balgan Mat or Red Flavor.
Well, I can remember just like yesterday when we talked about Hearts to Hearts as a rookie group, and now they're already making K-waves in America.
Right, I remember that you and I talked about the fact that they were like a group to look out for in 2026.
Right.
And I guess we were right in that saying. So Hearts to Hearts have continued their global schedule actually with a global spin live, Hearts to Hearts, at the Grammy Museum in Los Angeles. That's going to be, or that was on the 23rd, and they are set to hold a fan meeting in Jakarta on the 28th as well.
All right, and let's talk further about global groups, and we're actually going to stay with SM Entertainment Power.
Yes,
Rise.
we are. And by any chance, have you heard of Lollapalooza, Soa?
Lola what?
Lollapalooza.
I'm kidding. It's one of the most popular music festivals in the world. And recently, our K correspondent Hwang Jinny Hwang talked about it in Argentina as well.
Right, exactly. So our boys Rise have actually finished the full length. It's a 3-city show-long Lollapalooza South American festival. So delivering absolute standout performance for K-pop, giving K-pop to the South Americans in its fullest. Now, they performed in Chile, Argentina, as well as Brazil. It's great to see that we're getting bigger in the South American market as well. Now, in particular, they performed a 1-hour set backed by a live band, which gave them actually more time to have a handheld mic and also sing from the heart as well. And they did dynamic performances across 14 songs. Now, yeah, and
I heard they also energized the crowd by having some tailored comments in not only English, but Spanish and Portuguese. So I think that impressed the fans there as well.
Yeah, they're drawing so much attention lately that even huge media outlets in each of those cities wanted interviews with the boys, which is just showing their influence and power in South America, not just that, around the world. Now, Rise are set to continue their strong run of festival circuits, with appearing in Japan's The Performance on April 10th and 11th, as well as briefly returning to Korea for Lovesome Festival. That's on April 12th, so they're so busy. And then heading to Thailand's K20 Songkran Music Festival on April 14th as well.
Okay, thank you very much for those comprehensive updates, Walter, and stick around.
Will do.
And now let's move over to our AI anchor Arirang for more on the culture front. Arirang.
Thanks, Sua. Here's your AI guide to the latest cultural headlines from Korea. Let's begin with our top story. The official emblem for this year's UNESCO World Heritage Committee meeting, set for July in Busan, has been unveiled. It's inspired by Jongmyo Shrine in Seoul, Korea's first World Heritage Site, embodying 600 years of Joseon history. Jongmyo is a state shrine dedicated to the memorial tablets of kings and queens of the Joseon dynasty and the Korean Empire, where ancestral rites are held. It was inscribed on the World Heritage List in 1995, alongside Seokgurang Grotto and Bulguksa Temple. The emblem is modeled after Cheongjeon, the shrine's main hall, highlighting a distinctive roof line stretching symmetrically to both sides, while conveying the messages of connection, peace, and cooperation. A nationwide survey will assess the condition of stone structures guarding major Joseon royal tombs. The National Research Institute of Cultural Heritage plans to carry out a detailed inspection of over 900 stone artifacts across 10 royal tomb sites through 2028, taking into account past conservation work and the structural characteristics of each piece. It will start by examining Konorling in Guri, where King Taeju is buried, and Jangling in Yeongwol, the tomb of King Danjong, whose tragic life has recently come back into the spotlight following the box office success of the movie The King's Warden. Busan has been selected as Korea's representative workcation city by the Korea Tourism Organization. The southern port city was recognized for its environment that combines urban convenience with natural surroundings. Its status as a global tourism destination attracting more than 3 million visitors annually, and its strong infrastructure for remote work across the city. With the designation, Busan secured 200 million won, or over $133,000 in government funding, and plans to expand a global workcation model project in partnership with the Korea Tourism Organization. That's all from me. Turning now to a quick look at more K-culture stories making headlines today.
Through a single photo at a time, we take a closer look at culture in Korea. This is K-Culture in Photos. Have you heard of this word, 중무리? It's a traditional Korean rhythmic pattern, a medium tempo beat often used to build energy in music. Now take a look at these scenes. You will often hear 중무리 in traditional performances like Korean classical music or traditional opera. It has this steady rhythmic flow that naturally makes you want to clap along. But here's the twist. What if this traditional rhythm is going global? If you've seen BTS recent Gwanghwamun performance or heard their track Aliens, you might have noticed something familiar. Yes, the word 중무리 appears in the song. A centuries-old rhythm now connecting with global audiences through K-pop, and the world is moving with it. Take a look at these fans dressed in beautiful purple hanbok, elegant, stylish, and full of meaning. With smiles on their faces, people in their gorgeous hanbok are taking selfies with their friends, and they all look so hyped. I guess many of you have already noticed why they are wearing not just hanbok but purple hanbok. That's right, because of BTS. From purple balloons to even digital displays at police stations, lighting up in purple, the color has taken over entire cities. And it doesn't stop there. Purple is now a lifestyle trend. Meet ube, a naturally purple yam used in drinks, ice cream, and desserts. Rich in antioxidants, it's not just pretty, it's healthy too. No wonder it's a hit among younger consumers. But above all, this is what purple truly means. A wave of light, fans coming together as one. More than just a color, it's a symbol of connection, and this purple wave is only getting stronger. Now let's take a look at this breathtaking scene. Against the wide open sea of Jeju, with boats drifting and breakwaters in the distance, a pod of dolphins rises gracefully through the waves. It's peaceful, powerful, and simply mesmerizing. Now a closer look. These dolphins leap into the air, splashing through the water in perfect rhythm. They are Jeju 남방 큰 돌고래 Indo-Pacific bottlenose dolphins, a protected species found around Jeju-do Island. Seeing them like this is truly spectacular. But this spring, one dolphin in particular has captured the public's attention. Meet Sendori. It once got tangled in discarded fishing gear and lost part of its dorsal fin, but remarkably, it managed to break free on its own. Now swimming freely again, Sendori's story is one of resilience and hope. As spring arrives, forest healing programs are taking place across Korea. In the middle of nature, people gather to stretch, practice yoga, and meditate. Some simply lie back, taking in the fresh air and the quiet. And look closely, you will even spot expectant parents joining parental yoga in the forest. But it's not just for adults. Children are discovering the forest in their own way. Dressed in matching outfits, they gather around their teacher full of curiosity. They observe blooming spring flowers, explore tiny ponds, and connect with nature up close. And these moments feel even more special. These are photos from my own child's forest experience. Watching a snail finding life in the water, laughing with friends on a swing. Simple moments, but full of wonder. In the forest, healing begins quietly, and sometimes the smallest discoveries leave the biggest impressions. From timeless traditions to everyday moments, K-culture continues to connect us through sound, color, nature, and experience.
Momentum is building to add the martial art Taekwondo to UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage List, a joint effort by the two Koreas. To talk about the inscription process and what lies ahead, we're joined today by Jun Lee, President of the Global Traditional Taekwondo Federation. Welcome, Grandmaster Lee.
Welcome, Grandmaster.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us on the show today. So first and foremost, could you give us some background on South and North Korea's joint pursuit to add Taekwondo to the UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage
Yeah, there have
List?
been very positive Taekwondo activities within the Korean martial art community around the UNESCO. In 2017, North Korea successfully registered 무에도보 통지. It is the first Korean martial textbook and written during the period of King Jeongjo in 1790. So it was registered as the UNESCO's Memory of the World Register. In 2018, the Korean wrestling serum was registered officially by both South Korea and North Korea. And it was a very historical event. In 2024, North Korea submitted its application for the UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage. And under the title Taekwondo, the martial art in the Democratic, the People's Republic of Korea. And it's and also 2026 this month. But I do believe South Korea will submit their application.
And how is the process going at the moment?
We have not yet fully entered the joint registration phase yet. But I do believe South Korea will submit their form just as planned during this month, and today is March 25th. Then after that, I think South Korea will have their own due diligence and will make their plan accordingly after finished whether to continue with the joint registration, but if not, they stay independent and application. Yeah.
So we will still have to wait and see. But why do you believe Taekwondo deserves to be added to the list?
The answer can be very different here. In the modern days, and I have to say there are two different kinds of Taekwondo. So one is the Olympic-based competition sports Taekwondo. Another one is the martial art-based, the cultural-based, the traditional Taekwondo. So if it is the UNESCO's recognition, but I do believe the traditional Taekwondo definitely deserves to be listed. And for example, some of the requirement the UNESCO is looking for, and to make sure it is a community-based practice or not. So even traditional Taekwondo, we still have a traditional community-based training going on. For example, after school, after work, they gather together either indoor and outdoor, and they train Taekwondo, and there they learn techniques and skills, handed down from generation to generation from the master, and also they follow the ritual and proper protocol that make sure they bow each other, they kneeling in, meditating in the beginning of a class, and at the end of a class they do recite the 10 articles of a student commitment. So, and also the traditional Taekwondo has less commercialized compared to the modern day Taekwondo.
I see. Now, Grandmaster Lee, earlier you did mention Siram has also been added to the list years ago. So do you think this could be a model for the inscription of Taekwondo?
And I have a different opinion on that. Yeah. So, for example, Siram and Taekwondo are different. And also political temperature in 2018 and 2026 is also very different. So for example, the Siram is practiced mostly in the Korean Peninsula. And compared, the Taekwondo is practiced by millions globally. That's one thing. Next one is sustainability. Siram mostly, done by the community-based training and the promotion. But Taekwondo is like a huge international tournament, sponsorship, and also professional the system. So everything is evolving. So Siram and Taekwondo are very much different. And on the other hand, the Siram structured with limited commercial scale. While Taekwondo structured around the national teams and the medal competitions, and Siram rules, for example, largely unchanged generation to generation. But Taekwondo, we change rules frequently. So therefore, Sirum and the Taekwondo are very much different. But on the other hand, in the year 2018, the President Moon met with the Secretary General of the UNESCO and expressed his high desire to list Taekwondo as the intangible cultural heritage. And with that environment, UNESCO was able to proactively engage for the peace and the reconciliation in the Korean Peninsula, and eventually got approved unanimously, and it was a historical event.
Excellent. And Grandmaster Lee, what would you say are the biggest challenges in a joint inscription process like this, or in the case of Taekwondo specifically?
And other than the political obstacles that I mentioned, there are two items that can turn on the red light. One is the fundamental difference between the North Korea and South Korea Taekwondo. The next one is the current address of the modern day Taekwondo. So North Korea Taekwondo maintains the martial essence in their training, and but South Korea Taekwondo has shifted toward a sports-centric model, and that sportification over the past 50 years that caused some of the traditional Taekwondo values to fade. So Taekwondo, both the South Korea and North Korea, rules are different, and terminologies are different, and the dobok is different.
The uniform.
Yeah, so that there's a lot of changes out there, and another big issue is that the modern day Taekwondo population is very common to see. When you see them training, they're training in shorts and t-shirt and pants. They wear shoes on the floor. They call their master as a coach instead of 사범님. And again, a gym over dojang, and their profound exercise of mind and body over the winning in the medal. So traditional values really fading away in the modern day Taekwondo population.
Interesting, especially to see the differences between South Korea and North Korea. But Grandmaster Lee, you are the president of the Global Traditional Taekwondo Federation. So what is the federation's role in this potential inscription?
It is a fundamental question for us. As it is, our GTTF was founded precisely because of these concerns. So our mission is more than the UNESCO's title. And it is our goal to bring back what has been lost. So, we want to claim the traditional values and philosophy that our seniors and ancestors kept for centuries. For that, we installed the established non-negotiable items in the association and training background, meaning when you enter the dojang, you must be in full dobok, and you must be barefooted. And when you see the master, make sure you bow. And when students to each other, they always bow. And make sure the flags, the host nation, and the mother country of Taekwondo, and also GTTF flag must be displayed. And then also, at the end of a class, they're kneeling down and meditating. And also when they finish, and make sure they finish with the recite the 10 articles of a student commitment. So those are the things what we do. And another thing what we did was that the last year, about 6 months ago, we entered the Memorandum of Understanding with the North Korea-led the original International Taekwondo Federation, the Vienna, Austria. So I do believe what we do is in line with the UNESCO's guideline as the cultural heritage.
Yes, and finally, Grandmaster Lee, if this joint inscription is successful, how could it shape the future of Taekwondo?
It'll be a turning point. And while reversing the generation-old the sports Taekwondo, it would be very difficult. But on the other hand, I think how it is changing the Taekwondo community will definitely put more emphasis on the Taekwondo as a cultural heritage. And number two would be it will lead into the stronger policy support at a national level. And more importantly, I think this is a very important part, Taekwondo will serve as a bridge. The bridge between North and South Korea, as they thaw the frozen relationship, and but again, historically we share many histories and our spirit through the traditional Taekwondo and Korean martial art.
All right, thank you very much, Grandmaster Lee, for your insights today. And we wish you the best for the ongoing efforts in the inscription of Taekwondo on the UNESCO list. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And thank you, Walter, as always. We're going to have you back here soon.
See you very soon.
Thanks for watching and your interest in everything K-culture. Please tune in again tomorrow, 2 p.m. Korea time. Keep diving.